From the weight room of the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at UHAS McGinley Stadium at Penn Hills High School, this is the Coach's Corner. Along with the head coach of the Penn Hills Indians, Ron Graham, I'm Bill Navari. And Ron, years ago in 8th grade, I was in class with Charlie Sanders, and I was reminding him a couple weeks ago that, remember, she told him that he would never amount to anything, and we just laughed at just how right she was. But looking at this beautiful facility that Chuck donated to us, you know, he's no longer living in Penn Hills, but he certainly hasn't forgotten where he came from, and this is just phenomenal.
You're absolutely right. He was interested in coming and doing some support for the community and in the football program. He came down and donated some small things that he wanted us to have for conditioning. And he came back another day and said that he was compelled to do something a little larger, and he's been blessed in his success that he's had, you know, as far as entrepreneurship with the business he's involved with. So we have a nice weight room. It's redone. We have state-of-the-art equipment. I won't mention the amount that he's donated, but you could just imagine that this did cost several thousand. And you know, we're just delighted to have you know, people come back and support the program, you know, and give us some foundation of things to work with.
We could sum up what he spent in one word, and that's a lot. Friday nights, folks can come down here. Lights are on in here. You got a big window. Take a look at the facility. I mean, you guys have this all lit up. People can look inside here and just see what we have. And this is a weight room, really, that probably rivals some small colleges.
Oh yes, this is you know, besides you know, as far as the footage of the things that we have, the racks that are multi-functional racks. You know, we're up to speed with where we should be at. And
certainly, it's helping to get the Indians prepared each and every week, and you know, as you lift weights throughout the year. This week, you have an opponent coming in the North Allegheny Tigers. Last week, they had 6 turnovers and a loss. They played well, but the turnovers beat them. Obviously, that you don't expect them to have that lack of discipline this week. That certainly they're going to be holding on to that football. So if you're going to beat the Tigers this week, you're really going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, and that is earn it.
That's right. We have to earn it. They're a solid football team. They're an excellent running game. They had turnovers, as you said. They still played an excellent game. We have to make sure that we capitalize on anything that we can get. You know, because North Allegheny just has one of those teams that year to year they're very aggressive and they're very talented.
Last non-conference game of the year. Obviously, next week we're going into conference play. So you want to try to tune up for that. However, this week you have 11 starters. I hate to bring this up again, but 6 of them will not be playing this week because they are hurt. Obviously, that's going to hurt you on the field, but then again, they're missing stuff.
Well, you know, you have a good point there. The young guys that have been here and practicing, they will have opportunity to get on the field. We have several guys out from injuries to sickness. It's just one of those things that occur, and not on any given day would I think we would have 6 out, but we do, and we're really depleted defensively. However, you know, we're going to put something together which we believe in, and we have some guys that are going to step up that we believe that's our opportunity, and we're going to work with what we have.
We were talking earlier, and you mentioned your theme for this week and the charge of the Light Brigade. Obviously, you want to get these kids to stand up for their brothers in arms, yes, so to speak, and just go out and you know, not wonder why, but go out and do it.
That's correct.
And you're getting these kids to try to do that this week.
Exactly. We have the theme of the week where we're asking people to do some things that we've made some adjustments to try to give us a chance defensively, and we're just asking the kids to do what we asked them to do and just perform.
Do you find that when kids are thrown into an opportunity like this, that it is sometimes more, you find out just the character of these kids, and that it is a character builder on some of these, whenever there's, you know, they want to get their opportunity to play, and then they get into play whenever somebody gets hurt or something like that, then you see who's just going to step up, and sometimes these kids rise to the occasion.
Right. What we're looking for that most should, and we hope they will rise to the occasion. You know, on the other side of this is a way to evaluate when we are, you know, the Friday nights and, you know, the lights that, you know, some people get stage fright. You know, they haven't been on the field, and, you know, we had to put that into account. So, you know, we're looking at some things to try to ease any anxiety with these guys and just get them out here and let them do their best.
How important was it to get off the snide and get that one in the win column last week against Butler?
Well, that was important. However, you know, it's a week to week, and we're not looking back to that game. We're just building on what we have, and there's some positive things to work with, and we're going to continue. We look at we need to be a little more productive on offense, and that's one of our concerns.
Certainly with the position that you're in this week with the injuries, it helps in the fact that if you were to drop one this week, you're going into conference play at 1-3, not 0-4. So still, there's a bit of a morale booster, and a little bit of a, it looks a little bit better. But you did get the win in. But if you remember last year, you did. I'm not, certainly I want you to go in 2-2.
Sure.
But if you look at last year, you started 1-3, and you still went to the semifinals. So, do you really, if you don't, because of the injuries, come out on the bottom end of the stick this week, you can't really dwell on it. You just have to look at conference play and move on.
You're absolutely right. This one game will not make our season. However, we put a game plan together. We expect to go out, and we are putting together to try to win the game, and that's game to game. However, on the other side of it, understanding the situation, this game won't make our season. We have to get healthy for conference play, and our goal is to get through the conference and get in the playoffs. The win-loss record would be, yes, it'd be nice to continue to have this, but there's some realities that happen that are beyond, the players' control as far as these injuries, as well as some of the illness we have. We have a young man that has pneumonia right now. So, we're looking at some things that just keep it in perspective, week to week, and just being as positive and optimistic as possible.
You've been around this program a long time.
Yes.
And if I was to describe Ron Graham in one word, it would probably be stoic, because rarely do you show emotion. You stay on that even keel. You smell whatever. But you don't have the real highs and the real lows. Last year, you come back to tie North Allegheny. They come down last play of the game. They kick the field goal off the crossbar. It goes over. Yes. You lose the game. After the game, I've never seen the emotional Ron Graham that I saw after that game. You really took that loss hard last year. How much of that game is sticking in your craw from last year, or have you put it behind you and you've gone on?
Well, I put it behind me, yes. Obviously, however, there's a part of rising with the players, and I was in the game with them emotionally, and felt that crossbar just like everyone on that field, and it was just like we were just one part, and it was just a huge letdown because the kids made a valiant effort, as far as coming back. And so, yes, I felt for the game, and a lot of times that people don't understand that, but I'm in the game with the kids.
Well, glad to see that they responded after that, and were able to run through the conference schedule and do well. Hopefully, the kids are able to do that this year and start off, get through the conference schedule a little bit better, or non-conference schedule a little better, and start the conference play at 2-2, and build from there. You have Plum next week, and really after Friday night, that's what you have to start looking at.
Yeah, we go conference play after this week, and we'll have some players returning as well because there's some other issues that had to be worked out, and we'll have several other players returning to the available to us to participate.
You have some real talent on the team this year. You have two of those talented kids with you this week as our seniors of the week.
Oh yes, Brandon Eiffel, who has been on the field leader, on and off the field for us, really has stepped up as assisting us and managing some character with these young guys, because sometimes it becomes a challenge where things get a little loose, but he's been very consistent in holding us together. He's an excellent player. He plays to the final whistle. And then we have Chris Washington, who unfortunately received a concussion last week. He's out, but he has been a stellar receiver for us in the past, and he's starting to step it up again, and then he has a little setback right now. So we got these two gentlemen coming on, and the type of gentlemen they are is a reflection of the kind of program that we want to continue to reflect. These gentlemen are, they're student athletes. They do fine in the classroom as well as they excel on the football field.
Yeah, I've been with the program for 16 years, and going through, looking back at it, every year there are characters and there is character in the locker room. Every year, and this year is no exception. Like I said, every year there's good kids that come through this program, yes. and I think that says a lot for the program, the tradition of it, which goes back all the way up through.
It's a rich tradition, yes.
60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and we're now into the 21st century here, and it just keeps building year after year, and really that says a lot about the Penn Hills tradition.
Well, there's a tradition here, and the thing about it, some of these young guys that have not been associated with a program like this when they come in, just to. And when we have gentlemen like Brandon and Chris Washington who have been through the program, and they continue to tell these guys to work through this with pride.
I've been looking forward to interviewing these two because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Every week it's been a lot of fun. You got a lot of good kids coming through here, and this week I'm looking forward to them as I am each and every week. Best of luck to you against North Allegheny. Hopefully you're able to knock off the Tigers this year, and
yes.
But more importantly, hopefully you can run the table after this week.
Well, we want to stay healthy.
Good luck to you, Ron. Coming up next, our Seniors of the Week as the Coach's Corner continues here on Comcast.
Brandon Eiffel, number 1, wide receiver safety, Penn Hills Indians.
Chris Washington, number 2, Penn Hills High School, wide receiver and safety.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner from the weight room of the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at UHOS-McGinley Stadium. Our Seniors of the Week, Chris Washington and Brandon Eiffel of the 2009 Penn Hills Indians. Chris, you got your bell rung last week. You're going to be out of action Friday night against the North Allegheny Tigers. It's going to have to be tough for you to be having to sit and watch your teammates out on the field.
Yes, sir. I got hit twice, actually. I feel I had a good game up to that point. Couldn't play for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Hurt me a lot. They kept telling me on the sidelines. I kept saying I wanted to score. I didn't get.
I heard what you said whenever they came up and saw you.
They said I didn't get a chance to score yet, but all that is out. I don't remember any of that.
So how long are you going to be benched?
I don't know. I know Friday for sure. I'm not even allowed to attend the game. I had a lot of eye sensitivity and air sensitivity. Shake my brain up a little. But I got to take another impact test on Friday, and we'll see what happens after that.
Okay. But, best of luck as far as getting back because the team needs you.
Thank you.
Is it – this may seem like a kind of stupid question, but knowing that you're going to be missing the game, is it, easier knowing that it's not a conference game that you're going to be sitting out because the conference games are so much more important than the non-conference? Or is it just tougher and just missing?
I take every game equally. You want to win every single game no matter who you're playing, no matter what week it is. You know what I mean? We want to progress every single week. And we started our big progression last week with a W, and we need to keep going on. And I feel it's a priority to keep winning from here on out. And starting this week is supposed to be our number 2 and finish the rest of the year all the way to Hershey.
With a lot of kids on the bench this week, Brandon Eiffel, you're one of the leaders of the team. Obviously, you're going to need to step up to lead, but also not only in your performance, but whenever these other kids come in who are going to be filling into these other positions, what is your role going to be as far as making sure that they're ready and focused on Friday night?
Definitely on the field. I'm definitely the coach on the field. I've been here the longest out of anybody who has played. So I basically just make sure everybody's in the right spot, make sure everybody knows what they're doing, and play my hardest. I have to play harder than anybody else, any other than 10 people on the field at all times.
In talking with Coach Graham, we get together for our chit-chats. One of the things we talk about is that the Indians need to get the ball into your hands a lot more than what's going on. We have Chaz Whitaker. You got a sophomore quarterback out there, so it's much difficult learning from a new quarterback. But how has his progression been as far as being able to, you and him getting on the same page, being able to read each other and knowing that the ball is coming to you? He threw a beautiful pass to you last week. You didn't have to just put your hands up and there was the ball. You caught it right in stride. So things are seeming to be starting to click. And how important is that to you as a receiver? Oh,
that's very important. It's not even for me, just for the whole morale of the whole team. He progresses every single day. He comes in here, even when we don't even practice sometimes, just by him learning more, talking to the coaches, talking to some of the veteran guys. We basically try to help him out as much as possible. And the more confidence he has, the better we are going to be as a team.
Now, we talk about getting the ball into your hands, but when people talk about the Indians and the kids who are getting recruited, your name comes up as far as one of the kids who are the big names as far as recruiting. But you're not being recruited so much offensively as you are defensively. So it has to be kind of a weird thing knowing how important you are offensively, but yet you're a defensive player.
Yeah, it's really it confuses a lot of people. I try to do the best. If coach needs me to block, if he needs me to have the ball, I try to do whatever best for that. And on defense, I just try to play as hard and play my assignment and basically just do whatever the coaches tell me to do. And that's what I do. If they can give me the ball, I'm gonna try and score 6 points every time.
So now, what happens if, say, some Division I school, big name school, walks up to you and says, Brandon, we'd love to have you come to our school as a wide receiver. Would you entertain the thought?
Yes, of course. Yes, right now I'm entertaining thoughts for both sides of the ball. I'm being recruited for every almost a whole lot of positions on the field. So I pretty much try to play well at every position, regardless of what this school says or this school says.
So when teams line up to punt or kick off, I look downfield and it's 1 and 2 back there. These teammates. One, he's not going to be there this week, so you're going to have somebody else back. And is that going to be anything you need to adjust to as far as there's something that you guys click as far as maybe now and again calling a reverse, or you guys just know if it comes to you or if it goes to him, what you guys are going to do as far as the returns?
It's going to be a little weird back there without two with me, but we'll be okay. We're going to have Terrell Robertson back there on kicks this week, and he's been progressing as well. We try to stay together and try to have the same vibe as much as we possibly can, and me and Chris has.
No, Chris, the Wiz. Now, who's the better returner? You guys get back here, you guys, is there something going on with you, like a little bit of a rivalry as far as the returns go? They kick to him, they kick to you, and who had the better returns?
Not to say of a rivalry, it's more of a competition, a friendly competition as well. I want to push him as much as possible so he can do his best, and I hope they do the same for me every single week, every snap. I want him more than anyone else to look at me and said, you did this wrong and this is what you should do. He's been here for long. He's been here for more than most of us, other than myself and Aaron and the lineman who started. We were the sophomores on the field, coming in. So I definitely look up to him always because he's been here for so long and he's such a good player.
Now, we talk about what you guys do offensively, what you guys do defensively on the sides, the importance of those positions and doing everything well. But the kicking game, the fact that you guys are back to returning, knowing that in one play, you guys can turn the game around. How is it important that you guys think back there that, you have an opportunity to change the course of a game just by returning a kick or having a good return? Is that in your thoughts at all, or are you just focused on something else?
It comes to my head before the ball gives in the air. It always comes to my head. You always think of, to me, I always think of Devin Hester. I watched Devin Hester, his first Super Bowl, take the opening kick back. And I seen him, he just looked so relaxed before that kick even went into the air. Dancing around with the fans. I'm not necessarily going to do that myself. I'd be a little nervous back there, but I just think, I got to be relaxed as possible.
Yeah. Of course, that was his last play of the Super Bowl, too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you score a touchdown, you don't want anybody jumping all over you.
Right.
But whenever, I'll ask both of you guys this, whenever you're back here on a punt return, go with Brandon, and the ball's coming, obviously you want to see the ball in the air. Do you guys look down and see what is going on with the blocking? Can you tell what's opening up already? Or when does that seam open up for you, if ever? When can you tell which way you're going to go, what you're going to do? What do you guys see back there?
Basically, when the ball's in the air, I'm just focused on the ball. If anything else, I try to have faith in the other 10 guys that are on the field to get the other guys out the way. But once I catch the ball, my eyes are immediately downfield, and whichever play we have called, we basically trust our blockers in that, and we go wherever we see the crease. And Coach Graham likes us to just use our playmaking abilities from that point on.
What are your goals for this year, and what are your plans for after high school?
My goal for this year is to be holding that state championship trophy in Hershey in December. That's my goal. Individual team goal. That's my goal. And for after high school, I want to attend a college and play football and major in business or economics.
So someday maybe do well enough to maybe add on to this weight room or something else up here, as some of these other former players have done as well.
Of course.
I'm putting you on the spot, B.I. You know that.
Of course,
I'm doing that to everybody. You're going to get it too when I get to you, Wiz.
Of course. I want to give back to this place just as much as Mr. Sanders, Coach Fino, Coach Gibson, Coach Graham, all the alumni that have been there, and
Bill Frelick.
Mr. Frelick. Just to see those guys to come back really did a whole lot for myself and for the other guys on the team to see that they are still looking at us and they still think about us regardless of where they're at in their times, because they really don't have to do this for us. But they do that anyway, and it's a blessing to have them help us and come back.
Any quick name drops on anywhere you might be leaning to go? Yeah. No? Yes?
Nah, no name drops. I'm not going to put any out there. Stay tuned. And trust me, you will know. Everybody will know in Penn Hills before anybody else.
Everyone's going to snap. Thank you. Good luck, Brandon. Everything. It's been a pleasure watching you play for 4 years, and I look forward to seeing you finish out your senior season.
Thank you, sir.
Wiz, what are your plans for? Obviously, everybody has the goal of winning the state championship. Yes. Anything different as far as what you like to accomplish this season, and what can we expect from you after high school?
I just want to do, even before state championship, I want to do better than previous 3 years I was here. You know what I mean? We always are a step away. You know what I mean? I want us to be in the position for us to be like, all right, they did it this time. You know what I mean? That's what I want as my senior year, to go out saying that I progressed every single year. You might not get to the highlight,
an admirable
but
goal. That's an important goal, actually.
Yeah, progress always.
To always build on what you've done before. You don't want to just once you plateau, you kind of stagnate. But if you want to keep trying to keep climbing, that makes you just better.
Another step up the ladder every time.
What are your plans for after graduation?
I definitely want to go to college. I have to. There's nothing else for us to do. You know what I mean? I want to go to college.
What do you want to study?
I want to either study marketing or be a computer engineer.
Are you getting any offers from anything yet? Anybody looking?
Yeah, I have a lot of schools looking.
I mean, I'm not surprised. If you said no, I was going to be stunned. Really?
I have a few schools looking. No solid offers yet, but the bid is coming up. This senior year is very, very big for me.
Well, you keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And
I
you keep trying to outshine that guy over there on your left.
I will.
The things will come your way. And as I said to Brandon, it's been a pleasure watching you play.
Thank you.
Not only on the field, but with you guys off the field, the fun and the things that people don't see from you guys. As I mentioned to Coach Graham, not only the character in the locker room, but also the characters. So it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And certainly I wish you both the best. And when you both succeed, don't forget about where you came from.
We won't. I know we won't.
Good luck against North Allegheny, and obviously the rest of the way as conference play begins next week.
Thank you.
Our seniors of the week, Chris Washington and Brandon Eiffel of the 2009 Penn Hills Indians. Coming up next, non-conference play finishes out as we host the North Allegheny Tigers, and it's coming your way next here on Comcast. From UHOS McGinley High School tonight, the Penn Hills Indians play host to the Tigers from North Allegheny High School. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Tonight, the Indians try to even their non-conference record at 2-2 as they play host to the Tigers, who come in with a record of 2-1. The Tigers winners in the opening week, 53-0 over Altoona. Beat Mount Lebanon 28-7. And last week, 6 turnovers on the way to a 23-14 loss at the hands of the Upper St. Clair Panthers. The Indians have won the toss. They've elected to defer to the second half, so North Allegheny will get their hands on the ball first. And kicking off. Other than Mike Faracco. And we are underway. Faracco's kick. Take it at the 12-yard line, coming this way. Matt Steinbeck across the 30. The marker right at about the 30-yard line. Tackle on the play by the Indians, Mike Jackson. And North Allegheny will start over there at their own 31-yard line. Well, they will mark it back to the 30-yard line. And he comes out from the shotgun. Quarterback Justin Brozick has a waggle off to his left. Looks downfield, throws over the middle, has a man wide open. A pass complete, ball in the air and a fall incomplete. Brandon Eiffel separates John Lowry from the football, and the ball is incomplete. Lowry was open, had the ball in his hands, but Eiffel separated him, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Looked like the Tigers finding a crease in the Penn Hills defense last week. Butler was throwing a bit over the middle. And N.A. watching some films. Pro set. N.A. will throw again. Looking left, throws over the middle, pass complete this time. Penalty flag back at the 20-yard line. Looks like it might be roughing the passer. Pass complete for about 11 yards to Steve Farringer. And we're going to check the penalty flag, which is back at the 20-yard line. And it is going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer call against the Indians. Back-to-back first downs for the Tigers, and they get the ball after the mark-off in Penn Hills territory at about the 44-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to mark it. Tigers from the eye. They're going to keep it on the ground this time, into the pile. Picking up about 5 yards. Grant Huckenstein.
Number 32, Grant Huckenstein on the carry.
Mike Airgood on the tackle. We'll give him about 4 yards.
Mike Airgood.
And it'll be a second down and 6. Again, I formation behind Brozick. So they go into the line again. Again, Farringer this time. Tackle on the play by Miles Davis.
Huckstein on the carry, brought down by number 6. Miles Davis.
Called a pickup of 2, and we'll be looking at a 3rd and a long 4 for the Tigers. Actually, pickup of 1. We'll call it 3rd and 5. They're going to mark them at the 39-yard line. Farringer in the shotgun. Will roll to his right, looks underneath the pass, complete. Yes, it is complete. It'll be short of the first down. Miles Davis and Malik Blakeman on the tackle.
Steinbeck on the catch, brought down by number 8, Malik Blakeman.
Matt Steinbeck with the reception. Needed 5, got 4. It'll be 4th down and a yard. Again, Davis and Blakeman on the tackle, and North Allegheny with a 4th and 2. Gain of 3 on the pass, and the Tigers will go for it. Now it'll kick it away. And this one will be pinned inside the 5-yard line. Nice kick by the quarterback, Justin Brozick, pins the Indians back inside the 4. And the Indians, with 9:31 to go, will have the ball with a long field in front of them. Brozick's line up from the shotgun as if NA was going to go for it, and we see a lot of times with these quarterbacks nowadays who can kick. Just snapped it and kicked it away. Now the Indians just shy of the 5-yard line. And Chaz Whitaker will be in the shotgun. Trips to his right, twins to the left. Looking this way, pumps, takes off, has a lane in front of him. Cuts to the right side, needs some blocks, will be close to a first down, and Whitaker will go out of bounds wisely after he picks up a nice first down for the Indians. Chaz Whitaker saw what the Tigers were giving him and picked up the 12 yards out to the 16-yard line. And the Indians get a first down and a little bit of breathing room. Same formation, but flip-flopped. Whitaker looks to his right, goes that way to pass complete. Stretching is Brandon Eiffel. He'll be short of the first down. We'll pick up about 9 yards.
Whitaker pass complete to number 1, Brandon.
And it'll be looking at about a second down and a yard. Tackle on the play by Blair Plivelik. Called a pickup of 8, second down and 2. Again, trips this way. Receiver right. Has a slot right. Whitaker looking right, throws that way, and a pass batted down. It was intended for Eiffel. John Lowry come up to bat it down, and it'll be a 3rd down and 2.
John Lowry.
Clock will stop with 8:44 to go here in the opening period. Still scoreless. Penn Hills, North Allegheny. Moultrie, Christian, and Nick Cyphers to the left. Quarterback keeper all the way, but a penalty flag comes in from the side judge. Perhaps the Indians moved a tad early. And that's what they're saying.
Illegal procedure against Penn Hills. Repeat.
So instead of 3rd and 2, it'll be 3rd and 7. Again, the Indians, 6 starters out tonight with injury. Eiffel and Christian to the near side. Twins to the right. Inside handoff. Roberson goes into the line across to the 20-yard line. 3rd and long. The Indians go conservative, pick up a yard. And that'll bring on the punt team.
Roberson brought down on the play by number 74, Alex Lenormand. 4th down.
So Farraco will drop back the punt. The Tigers send Twins back to receive. Got number 39, Matt Steinbeck, and number 11, Steve Farringer. And this one's going to be heading towards Steinbeck at the 49-yard line. And will be brought down. He'll lose a yard on the return. And the Tigers will start at the 50-yard line. Tackle on the play by Mike Jackson. And with 8:03 to go in the opening period, the Tigers will start at the 50-yard line. Officials have set the play clock. The Tiger offense yet to get on the field. Tigers keep it on the ground. Miles Davis on the tackle of Grant Hockenstein. Hockenstein will pick up 4.
Brought down by number 6, Miles Davis.
And the Tigers go no huddle on 2nd and 6. Justin Brozick looking at the sideline for the play call. It's Dave Slivka split to the right. Hockenstein again has a hole, has a first down for the Tigers and more. Finally wrapped up by Aaron Donald, but not till he gets to the 33-yard line, picks up 13. And that's a Tiger first down.
Brought down by number 89, Javon Kirkland. First down, North Allegheny.
Clock running, 7:10 to go here, opening quarter. Still scoreless, Penn Hills, North Allegheny. Brozick under center, has a man going in motion to his left. And there's a big hole, and that'll be a touchdown for the Tigers. Grant Hockenstein from 32 yards.
Number 32, Grant Hockenstein on the carry.
The Tigers take the early lead. Touchdown coming with 6:54 to go here in the opening period. Look, the Tigers 1 minute and 9 seconds to get on the board following the Indians' punt. Tigers try for point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:54 to go, first period. North Allegheny 7, Penn Hills nothing. You are watching Indians football on Comcast.
Jackson Cox back to kick for North Allegheny. Miles Davis and Brandon Eichel back to receive for Penn Hills.
Tigers go 50 yards in 3 plays. Grant Huckenstein, 32-yard run, caps the drive. The Tigers up 7-0. Jackson Cox with a short kick will bounce at the 20-yard line. Picked up by Roberson at the 15. Roberson with a hole in the lane. Roberson into the deep part of the Tiger coverage. The kicker makes the tackle at the 41-yard line, and the Indians with some nice field position. Roberson let the ball bounce at the 20, picked it up at the 15. 26 yards later, the Indians offense on the field again. Three receivers right, Eiffel to the near side, Roberson to Whitaker's left. Swing pass. Christian would have done better just to let the ball drop. Caught it down on his knees and will lose 3 yards.
Complete to number 25, Terrell Roberson.
Good to see Cullen Christian back in action after nursing the ankle injury. Whitaker, inside handoff. Roberson is into the secondary across the 45. We'll go down about the 48-yard line. Picks up 10 yards, does Roberson. And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd down and 3.
Roberson on the carry, brought down by number 47, Kevin Hill.
Roberson just went right up the gut. The Indian line opened up a hole, and he was able to take it into the secondary, pick up the 10. Indians come trips this way. Eiffel off to the right. Roberson to Whitaker's right. Whitaker, the left-handed sophomore. Inside handoff again to Roberson, who will have the Indian 1st down and more. Roberson brought down in the secondary by Olatunji Adowi. At the 40-yard line, picks up 12.
Brought down by number 9, David Humphrey. That play results in a Penn Hills 1st down.
And the Indians into North Allegheny territory at the 40-yard line. 2nd 1st down of the night for the Indians. Roberson to Whitaker's right. Again from the shotgun. Again Roberson. Roberson into the pile. We'll pick up a few. We'll give him 3. Indians will look at a 2nd down and 7. Kevin Cope on the tackle for the Tigers. And the clock will roll under 5 minutes in the 1st period. Tigers up 7-0. Whitaker looks to his right, throws down the sideline, has a man, and a pass overthrown. Eiffel pulled up.
Whitaker pass.
And it falls incomplete.
For number 1, Brandon Eichel. 3rd down.
Whitaker had Eiffel down the sideline. Eiffel pulled up, and the ball overthrown, brings up a 3rd down and 3. Excuse me, 3rd down and 7. 5 receivers set for Whitaker. Sets up the screen. There it is, Eiffel. Pass almost intercepted.
Whitaker pass incomplete.
Justin Hazer
Brandon Eichel. Flag on the play.
on the coverage. There is a penalty flag back at the 49-yard line. It's going to be a roughing the passer call against North Allegheny.
Personal foul against North Allegheny.
And that'll be a 1st down for the Indians. Mark off will go down to the 22-yard line. Mark it off from the line of scrimmage, which was the 37. Well, the Indians have a fresh set at the Tiger 22. Whitaker keeps it himself, and he will be slammed to the turf. Justin Hazer, who was on the coverage on the screen pass moments ago,
Whitaker brought down by number 50.
will drop Whitaker for a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14. In fact, almost 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 15. Clock down under 4 minutes opening period. Tigers up 7-0. Whitaker keeps it himself. They gave him a lane. He was going to swing past this way, but things opened up in front of him. He gets down close to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 7. And the Indians looking at a 3rd and we'll call it 8, almost 9. Whitaker appears as if he sees the whole field and everything opening in front of him. He gets himself a lane. He's tucking it under and away he goes. Tigers come with the blitz. Whitaker rolling to his left, throws underneath the pass, caught at the 9-yard line. They're going to mark Eiffel at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal Indians.
Whitaker pass complete to number 1.
11 yards for Brandon Eiffel.
Brought down by number
And the
15,
Indians
Zach Rumsell.
looking at a 1st and goal.
And Penn Hills. First down.
Whitaker rolled to his left, and he's left-handed. They're able to rifle that one right into Eiffel. Roberson up the gut. We'll get inside the 5-yard line. Brought down on the play by the Tigers' Vince Chernesky.
Roberson up the middle on the carry. Brought down by number 45, Gary Allen.
Gary Allen also on the tackle for the Tigers. Pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Samolkas Jamison in the slot. It'll be Roberson. Left, right side. To the 3-yard line. Picks up 1. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Indians.
Roberson on the carry. Brought down by number 8, TJ Aikawu.
Clock under, $1.50 to go here, opening quarter. The Indians trying to tie it at 7. Trying to get 6 of it here. They got 3rd and goal. Roberson into the pile. Picks up 1 more. The Indians had Taylor Adams into the fullback to block. And it'll be 4th and goal from the 2. And the Indians are going to keep the offense on the field. I formation behind Whitaker. Whitaker keeps it himself. Does he get in? It looks like he does. Yes, he does. Right guard opened up. Whitaker took it himself for the 2 yards, and the Indians an extra point from tying it. Touchdown coming with 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Franco to try to tie it. And the kick is up and through. 35 seconds to go, first quarter, knotted at 7. Penn Hills, North Allegheny. You are watching Indians football on Comcast. Indians go 59 yards in 13 plays. A little over 6 minutes off the clock. And they tie the Tigers at 7. Fracco's kickoff taken at the 5-yard line. And Mike Jackson will drop Matt Steinbeck at the 14-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 18-yard line. 30 seconds to go here in the half, or excuse me, in the quarter. Huckstein with a gain of 3. Excuse me, with a gain of 7. Mike Jackson on a tackle. That'll be 2nd down and 3. Huckstein will be dropped for a loss of about 2 by Aaron Donald, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. After 1 period of play, we are tied at 7. Penn Hills, North Allegheny. You are watching Indians football on Comcast.
North Allegheny, exclusive home for the 2009 WPIAL Football Playoffs and Championship games. It's the MSA Sports Network.
Tigers will throw, looking over top, and the pass incomplete. Brandon Eiffel was on the coverage. The pass was intended for Matt Steinbeck. And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Tigers, just as we're underway here in quarter number 2. So the Indians' defense responds with a stop after the Indian offense ties the score. And quarterback Brozick will drop back to punt. Brozick, line drive. Eiffel at the 37-yard line, and that's all he'll get there. Coming out making a nice tackle, Kevin Cope.
Brandon Eiffel on the return, brought down by number 47, Kevin Cope.
And the Indians' offense
Take over on their own.
will start at their own 36-yard line. Loss of 1 on the return, but the Indians have the ball. And an opportunity to try to take the lead. Roberson bobbles the handoff, able to control it, but he'll be dropped for a loss. Vince Cerneski comes in to make the tackle.
Roberson brought down on the play by number 58, Steve Kissel.
We'll lose 3. Oh, it's 2nd and 13. Moultrie and Cyphers to the left. Colin Christian this way. Roberson first started going right, went back to the left. Gets 4, it'll be 3rd and 9.
Roberson brought down on the play by number 45, Gary Allen, and number 7, Kyle Higgins.
Moultrie and Cyphers this way. Christian to the left. Whitaker rolls to his left, looking for somewhere to go, has nowhere, and he'll be dropped. John Lowry And Justin Haser forced Whitaker out of bounds. He'll lose a couple yards.
Brought down by number 2, John.
And it'll bring up a 4th down, and Farraco will come on to kick.
Number 53, Justin Hosmer. Farraco back to punt.
Farraco high catch, fair catch called for and made at the 36-yard line. Tigers Steve Farringer.
Fair catch made by number 11, Steve Farringer.
And the Tigers will take over with 10:20 to go. Ball at their own 35-yard line.
North Allegheny takes over on their own 35-yard line.
And will throw, has a man in a pass, almost tipped, but it's caught. Eifel misses a tackle off the sideline, finally ran out of bounds. John Lowry of the Tigers, Sean Sharkey with a touchdown saving tackle at the 13-yard line.
Pass complete to number 2, John Lowry. Brought down by number 27, Sean.
Ball at the 13-yard line.
Play results in the North Allegheny first down.
52 yards on the reception, and it's a first down for the Tigers. Tigers moved. It'll cost them 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Illegal procedure against North Allegheny. Repeat, first down.
Mark off back to the 17-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside the 10, first, close to a 1st and goal. Grant Hockenstein. We'll get to the 6-yard line, picks up 12. And it'll be 2nd down and about, we'll call it 2. Bivolick this way, looking for somewhere to go, into the arms of Miles Davis. Excuse me, that's Tunji Adowie.
John Lowry. Brought down by number 6, Miles.
Oh, I got David Humphrey with the carry. Gonna mark him off at the 3-yard line.
First down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line for the Tigers. Hockenstein into the line, close to the goal line. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Number 32, Brandon Hockenstein on the carry. 2nd down.
Like Walter Moultrie coming out with the tackle. That'll be 2nd and goal at the 2.
Timeout.
And the Tigers will call, the Indians will call timeout. 8:19 to go, first half, tied at 7. Tigers knocking on the door. You are watching Indians football on Comcast.
Their 6-4 win over
Tigers to the line on 2nd down and goal, just shy of the 1-yard line, and Hockenstein goes up and over the top for the Tiger touchdown. His 2nd of the game, a 2-yard run. and the Tigers retake the lead. Touchdown coming with 8:16 to go here in the first half.
On to attempt the extra point.
Tigers get the fire drill in motion. And Jackson Koch gets the kick up and through. 8:16 to go here in the first half. 14-7 North Allegheny over Penn Hills. You're watching Indians football on Comcast. Tigers go 65 yards in 5 plays. Grant Hockenstein, second touchdown of the game, his 2-yard run. 10 carries, 77 yards here in the first half for Hockenstein. And the Indians trail again. Kickoff high, short. Taken at the 24-yard line. Roberson looking for somewhere to go, and he'll be ridden down and out of bounds by Blair Pivalik at the 29-yard line.
Terrell Roberson on the return. Brought down by number 4, Blair Pivalik. Penn Hills takes over.
And mark him back at the 28-yard line. Indians a lot of time in the half to get something going here, 8-11. They trail by 7. Whitaker again from the shotgun. Looks to his right, throws underneath for Roberson. Roberson breaks a tackle across the 35. First down Indians, out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Roberson with a nice little catch and run on the swing pass, gets out to the 40-yard line. That's 12 yards and a first down for the Indians.
That play results in a Penn Hills first down.
Clock stops for the moment, 8:04 to go here in the half. Pass bad. It was intended for Moultrie. To bring up a second down and 10. Looked like initially Whitaker was looking to his left, calling Christian on another swing pass, but looked to the right quickly and tried to rifle it into Moultrie, but it looked like somebody got a paw up on it. And kind of batted it into the dirt in front of Moultrie. Trips now to the left. Eiffel all alone to the near side. Roberson to Whitaker's right. Roberson inside handoff, goes into the line, gets 2 to the 40. No, still on his feet, dives ahead. They're going to give him the yardage down to up to the 46-yard line. Tigers had him for a pickup of 2. The officials let the play go on. I thought it was going to be whistled dead for a 2-yard pickup, but they let him squirm ahead for the pickup of 6. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. Cyphers and Moultrie left. Eiffel to the near side. In the slot is Jamalcus Jamison. Roberson off to the left. Whitaker will throw downfield. A pass complete. Moultrie at the 41-yard line. That's a first down for the Indians. 13 yards on the reception. And another first down for the Indians. Pass was low, but Moultrie able to get the hands under and haul it in. Whitaker put the ball right where it needed to be. Through the coverage, hit Moultrie low. The only one who was going to catch that one was Walter. Whitaker rolls to his right. Hit from behind, stays on his feet. We'll get 2 up to the 40-yard line.
Whitaker brought down on the play by number 74, Alex Lenormand.
Whitaker again from the shotgun. Looks right, looks over the middle, pass, come low, in and out of the hands of Brandon Eiffel.
Whitaker pass intended for number 1.
Pass was, Braxton Paws got into it as the ball got to Eiffel. Wasn't complete, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. So Whitaker is a slinging tonight. Clock stops, 6 minutes even to go here. First half, the Indians trail by 7. They need to get the ball to start half number 2. Whitaker, quarterback draw. This is it all the way. Whitaker up to the 35. Picks up 5. And it'll be 4th down and 3. The Indians will keep the offense on the field. Why not? Whitaker over on the side. I think the Indians are going to let the play clock wind down and going to call timeout, and that's what they do. They're over there talking things over. Whitaker and Coach Belinsky. And they were just letting the play clock wind down while they were chatting, and they called timeout to get even more time to chat. So a nice shot of the Indian offense on the sideline. Coach Graham pacing in the background there. So the Indians will be coming back with a 3rd, and young William doing his job. The Indians will be coming back with a 4th and 3. So more like a 2.5. Ball at the, we'll call it 3. Ball at the 45-yard line. Not a bad place to go for it. It'll be a 52-yard field goal for Farraco. On a punt, if you don't pin them inside somewhere, you get, if you touch back, you're only giving up 15 yards. So the Indians will keep the offense on. Oh, what are they going to do here? That's the question. Wouldn't be surprised if Whitaker keeps it himself to try to pick up the 3 yards. Or swing pass to Roberson. Off to the left. Cyphers goes in motion to the left. Whitaker rolling that way, does swing pass, and the pass too far. Roberson was there. It was going to be a 1st down and more. The pass just off his fingertips. And NA will take over on downs with 5:16 to go. At their own 35-yard line, the Indians keep the ball for 3 minutes. And come up with nothing to show for it. 8-play drive for the Indians. Hockenstein on the scissors. Gets across the 40 to the 47-yard line. Picks up, 42, picks up 7. Brandon Eiffel comes up to make the tackle. It'll be a 2nd down and 3. Clock rolling under 5 minutes. Hockenstein again. Hockenstein has a hole, has a 1st down and more. Miles Davis will bring him down from behind at the Indian 48-yard line. 10 yards. And a 1st down for Hockenstein.
That play results in a North Allegheny
Hockenstein closing in on 100 yards here in the first half. Already has a couple of touchdowns. The Tigers go no huddle. Hockenstein right side has a hole. The coverage overran him. He'll pick up another 8 yards. Malik Blakeman with the tackle. Tigers to throw, the pass incomplete. Pass was intended for Steinbeck, but Brozik's pass too high. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. Clock stops with 3:37 to go. Tigers were in business down around the 20-yard line, but the holding call brought them back to the 50. In essence, although statistically a 10-yard penalty, you're looking at a 30-yard change in field position as a result of the penalty. Brozik from the shotgun. Indians on the blitz. Gets away, looks, throws downfield, has a man in a pass incomplete. Walter Moultrie on the coverage. The pass was intended for Steinbeck. And it'll be 4th down and 12. Again, that's where that penalty comes into play here. The Tigers had 1st down close to the 20-yard line, but it marched them back to a 2nd and long and a couple of incomplete passes. Now they're punting, where they were in position to score again. Brozik back inside his own 40-yard line. Again, no Chris Washington tonight, recovering from a concussion. Cyphers picks it up inside his 15 at the 14-yard line, goes down at about the 17. Coming up to make the tackle, the Tigers' Kyle Higgins. And the Indians with time, with 1 timeout left, have the ball at their own 17-yard line. Three receivers left, twins to the right, Whitaker all alone in the shotgun. See if he keeps it himself. No, he won't. Looks, throws over the middle, pass behind Roberson. Roberson about the 27-yard line. And the pass a little behind him. Clock will stop with 3:18 to go. I think you'll probably see the Indians run the ball here. Tigers use a timeout. If the Indians don't get the 1st down, Moultrie will split off to the left. Cyphers will join him. Jamalcus Jamison, slot to the left. Eiffel, receiver to the right. Whitaker, straight drop. Looks. Eiffel up the sideline. The pass going to be too far. Penalty flag will come in. They're going to call contact on Pilvilik. Pass was going to be overthrown. And they're going to call defensive holding. That's just a 5-yard penalty and a 1st down. It might be 10 yards in high school. It is 10 yards. Whitaker, shotgun. Is he going to run? Looking for somewhere to go, looking for some blocks. Has a lane off the left side across the 30, 35. And Whitaker will be close to another Indian 1st down. It looks like he has it at the 39-yard line. Whitaker needed 10, got 11. Clock will stop for the moment with 2:56 as the officials set the sticks.
That run results in a Penn Hills 1st down.
Clock running, 2:50 to go here, 1st half. The Indians trail by 7. Whitaker, shotgun, looking, throws underneath, has a man, Roberson. Roberson will be close to the first down. They give him progress. He'll be about a yard short. I'm going to go him 2 yards short now. So it'll be an 8-yard pickup for Roberson. The Indians looking at a 2nd down and 2. And the Indians go with the no huddle. Whitaker looking, takes it himself. We'll have the first down at the 50-yard line. Clock will stop with 2:04 to go.
That run results in another Penn Hills.
Eiffel and Christian now off to the left. Cypher's joining Moultrie to the near side. Roberson is your back with Whitaker from the shotgun. Whitaker flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, throws, has a man. Eiffel, like Whitaker was just throwing that one away, wisely so, as he was under pressure from behind. That one bouncing about 5 yards in front of Eiffel, but the Indians stop the clock with 1:52 and get another play here. Nice job of Whitaker not forcing anything, rolling to his left, and when he knew he was under pressure, just getting rid of the ball. And making sure he wasn't going to get tagged for rounding as he threw it towards somebody. That somebody being Brandon Eiffel. And there's an injured Indian on the far side of the field. It looks like it's Brandon Eiffel. 1:52 to go first half, 14-7. Tigers on top of the Indians. You're watching Penn Hills football on Comcast. Brandon Eiffel up and walking off the field. A good sign for the Indians. He's going to have to step out of play. Second down and 10, Indians at the 50-yard line. Tigers coming on the blitz. Whitaker gets away from one, gets away from two, low downfield throws. Pass complete at the 32-yard line. Colin Christian tippy-toeing his way for an Indian first down in Tiger territory at the 32. 18 yards for Christian and Whitaker. And an Indian first down. Colin Christian got himself open right where he needed to be, stood on the sideline. Whitaker, a nice job of avoiding the rush. Put that one right where it needed to be. Christian got the first down, got out of bounds, stopping the clock, and the Indians a first down at the Tiger 32. Oh my, the Indians. Doing a nice job here. Mike Jackson in for Eiffel. Whitaker, lots of room, throws over the middle. Michael Jackson had it and lost it. Separated from the ball by Matt Steinbeck.
Whitaker pass intended for number 20, Mike Jackson.
Jackson almost held on to it. So it'll bring up a second down and 10 again from the 32-yard line. The Indians would have had it inside the 15.
Number 39, Matt Steinbeck.
Tigers again on the blitz. Overshoot Whitaker, steps up in the pocket, looking for somewhere to go, waits too long, and will be sacked back about the 37-yard line. Clock will stop for the moment with 1:29. Whitaker's going to lose about 5. It'll be 3rd and 15. Well, back at the 37-yard line. 1:29 to go on the clock. And it looks like the Indians use a timeout. And that they do. 1:29 to go, first half. Indians trail by 7. You are watching Penn Hills football on Comcast. Following the timeout, the Indians to the line, 3rd and 15 at the 37-yard line. The Indians at least wanted to get themselves into field goal range. Whitaker looking, throws over the middle, has a man, pass complete. Colin Christian will have a first down for the Indians inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. 20 yards for Buck Nasty. And the Indians quickly to the line with a running clock. Actually stopped at 120. Now running. Whitaker rolling to his right, looking, throws underneath, has a man, pass complete inside the 10-yard line. Walter Moultrie.
Whitaker pass complete to number 30, Walter Moultrie.
Are they going to mark him? Are they going to call that a first down? Where are they going to put it? Are they going to get a measurement here? They're going to call it 9 yards to Moultrie. Or I think the officials are going to call for a measurement. Somebody move the ball. Nine yards called 3rd and 1. I can say he went out of bounds. The clock is stopped. Indians can get a first down here. See if Whitaker keeps it himself. Whitaker, high snap, looking, slant pass towards Eiffel, the pass high. No flag on the play. There was contact, nothing called. Pass a little bit high for Eiffel, and the Indians looking at a 4th down and 1. Clock stopped with 50 seconds to go, and they're going to keep the offense on the field. Roberson to Whitaker's left. Looked like they gave him some room if they're going to go with a swing pass that way. Roberson up the middle, drives ahead. It's going to be close.
Up the middle to number 25, Terrell Roberson.
And they're going to say he stopped him. Indians turn over on downs at the 8-yard line with 44 seconds to go. Indians getting the ball to start half number 2. I don't know why they don't bring up Farrak. Well, you can second guess all you want. So you get to 3, you're in 14-10. You go in halftime trailing by 4, but you get the ball to start the second half. Then again, you get the first down, you get in for 7, you go inside, and you get the ball to start the second half. Tigers take a knee, and wisely.
Justin Brozick takes the knee.
Brozick back to the 6-yard line. We'll lose 2. And the Tigers will have to do it one more time. Clock at 10 seconds. Looks like the officials are just going to let it wind down. That'll do it after one half of play. The score, North Allegheny 14, Penn Hills 7. You are watching Indians football on Comcast. Back for second half action right after this.
All weekend long on the Coaches Corner with Bill Navari and
Second half action about to get underway here at UHOS-McGinley Stadium with the score: North Allegheny Tigers 14, the Penn Hills Indians 7. Indians do get the ball to start half number 2. We are underway. Kick to the near side. Roberson will watch this one go into the end zone, and the Indians will start at their own 20-yard line. Rushing leaders for the first half: Grant Hockenstein of the Tigers, 104 yards on 13 carries. Leading rusher for the Indians is Terrell Roberson, 11 carries, 43 yards. Chaz Whitaker, 10 carries, 40 yards. In case you're wondering, Whitaker through the air is 9 of 21, 95 yards, and sacked once. Longest pass completion has been 20 yards. Whitaker from the shotgun, trips to his right, looks to his left, throws that way, has Eiffel trying to set up a wide receiver screen. Eiffel will get across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tackle on the play by Patrick Williams and, outside Gary Allen and Zach Runzo. 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Timeout. Injury.
Mike Jackson and Miles Davis leading tackers for the Indians in the first half. Receiving wise, Cullen Christian 3 for 25, Walter Moultrie 2 for 21, Terrell Robinson 2 for 20, and Brandon Eiffel 2 for 19. Injured Indian on the far side of the field, so let's take a break. 11:44 to go. Third quarter, second half. Indians trail by 7. You're watching Penn Hills football on Comcast.
9 rushes for 35 yards and a touchdown.
The Snowball's in the hospital. Eiffel gets helped off the field. Whitaker from the shotgun. Looking left, throwing that way in the pass. If it was intended for Moultrie or if it was intended for Cyphers, but it falls in between them.
Intended for number 12.
And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd down, and we'll call it 4. Roberson and Cyphers switch places. And Cyphers joins Roberson in the slot. Whitaker looks to his right, throws to the pass short. Intended for Michael Jackson. Pass incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down, and Fracco will have to come on a kick.
Intended for Mike Jackson. 4th down.
So the Indians go 3 and out to start the second half. Use up 35 seconds. And NA should get nice field position out of this. Fracco under pressure, gets the kick away. Nice high kick. Taking it on the run at the 49-yard line, and NA will have it at the Indian 44. Matt Steinbeck on the return.
Brought down by number 39, Matt Steinbeck. Tackle by number 30.
Walter Moultrie on the tackle for the Indians. Grant Hockenstein on the carry. Short yardage, picks up a couple. Goes into the arms of the Indians, Sean Sharkey. Picks up 2.
Grant Hockenstein on the carry, brought down by number 27, Sean Sharkey.
And the Tigers go no huddle. I formation behind Brozick. Papson this way across the 40, 35, 30, into the secondary. Loses the football, but it's out of bounds. Brandon Eiffel on the tackle. Papson with a nice run down to the 26-yard line. Picks up 15. And a 1st down for the Tigers.
Brandon Eichel.
Papson again, up the middle. Papson with a big hole. Papson inside the 10, 5. Eichel brings him down about the 2-yard line.
Alex Papson on the carry, run down by number 1, Brandon.
24 yards to the 2-yard line. First and goal, Tigers. You're going to mark him at the 1, give him 25. Grant Hawkinson deep in the power eye, loses the football, does Brozick, and he'll be down at the 4.
Brozick recovers his own fumble.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Papson, left side. Sean Sharkey will drop him back about the 10-yard line.
Papson brought down in the backfield by number 57.
Mark him at the 9 to give him progress. Loss of 5. It'll be third down and goal from the 9-yard line. And the Tigers will call timeout. 9:25 to go. Third quarter. North Allegheny 14, Penn Hills 7. Tigers knocking on the door. You're watching Indians football on Comcast.
Other halftime.
Following the timeout, Tigers to the line, third and goal from the 9. Brozick will roll to his right, has some room to run, will throw towards the end zone, and a pass tipped and almost intercepted. Brandon Eichel knows he would have taken that one to the house had he gotten in front of it. But the pass is incomplete. It'll bring up a fourth down for the Tigers, and that will bring on the field goal unit. Jackson Cox will try a 27-yard field goal. They get 26. They're going to set him up about the 16-yard line.
Jackson Cox on to attempt the field goal.
High snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 9:15 to go, third quarter. North Allegheny 17, Penn Hills 7. You are watching Indians football on Comcast. Jackson Cox, who extended the North Allegheny lead to 10, sets it up at the 40-yard line to kick off for the Indians. Roberson and Cullen back for the Indians. This one will send Roberson to the end zone. It'll go back for a touchback. And the Indians will start again from their own 20-yard line.
The Hills will start their drive on the 20-yard line.
Roberson shifting to Whitaker's right. Twins each way for the Indians. Whitaker looks, throws left, Eichel looking for somewhere to go. We'll get a penalty flag in on the horse collar, a new rule this year.
Pass complete to number 1, Brandon Eichel.
Eichel will get out to the 27-yard line, picks up 7. Penalty flag will result in a first down for the Indians. They're calling it a face mask, but it was a horse collar.
Masking penalty on North Allegheny.
15-yard penalty gives the Indians a first down out to the 42-yard line.
That lane penalty results in a Penn Hills first down.
The Indians get some breathing room. Not close to midfield. Whitaker was going to keep it himself, but this one whistled before it even got started. Referees giveth and the referees taketh away.
Against Penn Hills. Repeat, first down.
We'll march back to the 37. Indians looking at a 1st and 15. Clock running, approaching 8:45 to go here, third quarter. Indians trail by 10. Indians 3 on out on their first possession. Tigers went down and kicked 3. Whitaker, quarterback draw, gets the penalty, almost the penalty yards back, gets to the 41. Picks up 4, call it second down and 11.
Whitaker brought down on the play by number 85, Brian Kelly.
Indians next week begin conference play on the road at Plum. Back home in 2 weeks against Central Catholic. Tigers next week home to Seneca Valley. Whitaker throws right side to Brandon Eiffel. Eiffel looking for some blockers. And we'll pick up about 6 yards. The Indians are looking at a 3rd and 5.
Whitaker pass complete to number 1, Brandon Eiffel.
Tigers begin conference play. They'll be home to Seneca Valley, at Shaler, home to Pine Richland, at Butler, then home to North Hills. Indians the rest of the way will be at Plum, Central at home, at Kiski, Fox Chapel on a Thursday night on the 22nd of December, and then at Woodland Hills on Friday, October the 30th. Close out conference play. Whitaker looking straight, throws downfield to pass. Intended for Eiffel, broken up by Kyle Higgins. And the Indians will have to bring the punt team on again.
Kyle Higgins. Fourth down.
Bracco to kick, Matt Steinbeck. Back by himself at the 25-yard line. Bracco, nice boot. Fair catch followed for and made by Steinbeck at the 25. 7:04 to go, third quarter. The Indians still trail by 10. You're watching Penn Hills football on Comcast.
On the road.
Tigers with a tight formation, keep it on the ground, running this way. Haviland across the 30, up the sideline, across the 40. Brandon Eiffel finally with the tackle of David Humphrey. But not until Humphrey picks up about 25 yards. Marking right at the 50-yard line. It is 25 yards and a first down for the Tigers. I don't think the Indians really expected anything other than a run here. Papson going to the outside. Has a lane, cuts it back in. Papson has a lane into the secondary. Miles Davis in pursuit. Brought down about the 10-yard line. It was Malik Blakeman. Blakeman with the touchdown-saving tackle. Papson 40 yards to the 10. It'll be first and goal for the Tigers. Huckstein, right side, inside the 5, towards the goal line. I'm going to mark him out about the 2-yard line.
Number 32, Grant Huckstein on the carry. Brought down by number 1.
Tigers are looking at a 2nd down and 2, already up by 10. Trying to extend their lead. Huckstein again, looking to go to the outside, does. Off tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, North Allegheny. Huckstein, the hat trick, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Extends the Tiger lead. And they'll try to make it 17 with the point after. Jackson Cox.
Flag on the play.
Penalty flag. False start against the Tigers. Gonna make this extra point just a little bit longer.
Against North Allegheny.
Cox will try the 25-yard point after. Indians almost got through there and blocked it, but the kick is up and good. 6:19 to go here, 3rd quarter. North Allegheny 24, Penn Hills 7. You are watching Indians football on Comcast.
Ticket 202419. You may collect your winnings at the
Tigers go 75 yards in 4 plays. Grant Huckstein's 3rd touchdown of the night, the 2-yard run. Tigers extend the lead 24-7. And the Indian offense, which has punted twice so far here in the quarter, needs to get some points. Roberson again into the end zone. Again, the Indians will start at the 20-yard line. Makes a big difference whenever you had a kicker that can put it into the end zone like that. You keep starting a team at the 20-yard line. It's a big break. The coverage teams and the defenses. Now they're not going to get a return. Anytime a kicker does that, it's a good thing. Roberson to the 23, picks up 3.
Roberson on the carry, brought down by number 45, Gary Allen.
And the Indians looking at a 2nd down and 7. Clock running, 5:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Whitaker steps up into the pocket. Look, he takes off running. He'll have a 1st down and more. Dives ahead across the 30 to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the carry for Whitaker. Saw a whole lot of green expanse in front of him and took advantage of it. And gets the Indians their first down of half number 2. At this point, Chaz might be the Indians' leading rusher for this game. Christian in motion this way. Roberson across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Picks up 7. Indians using Cullen Christian on a decoy. Toss this way, Colin Christian gets the ball. Falls on his knees, so plays dead as soon as he got the ball. He'll lose the 7 yards.
Colin Christian on this carry.
The Indians looking at a 3rd down and 10. Whitaker under pressure, steps up, throws downfield, has a pass complete. Colin Christian will have a 1st down in Tiger territory at the 49-yard line.
Colin Christian.
16 yards on the reception and a fresh set for the Indians.
1st down.
Colin Christian coming back in a big way tonight for the Indians. Great to see him back on the field. Quarterback keeper all the way, not fold, is Vince Cherneski. It will drop Jazz for a loss of 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball back at the Indian 48-yard line. Tigers bring the blitz. And Whitaker sacked back at the 36-yard line. Loss of 12.
Whitaker brought down by number 53, Justin Hawker.
We'll give him the 37, so an 11-yard loss. And the Indians looking at a 3rd and 24. Yeah, the Indians took too much time.
Flag on the play.
Sure didn't seem like it.
Delay.
That'll be 3rd and 29.
Penn Hills. 3rd down.
The Indians now, the Tigers, right where they want them. Just curious why the clock is stopped. 2:02 to go in the 3rd. Indians set up the screen, and it's almost intercepted. Oh, my. Looked like Dom Borges. Stayed back. He didn't get the
Pass intended for Roberson.
signal to rush.
Broken up by number 62, Dom Borgeski.
The Indians will have to punt again on a 4th and 29. Indians had the ball in Tiger territory to the 49, and since then went backwards. Fair catch called for and made at the 38-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will take over. 1:53 to go, 3rd quarter. Indians trail by 17. You are watching Penn Hills football on Comcast. Tigers up by 17, 1:53 to go here in quarter number 3, and the Indians call timeout.
Timeout, Penn Hills.
I think the Indians were short a player. Now the watering crew deciding whether or not you're supposed to be coming on. Here they come.
follow tonight's action all weekend long on the Coach's Corner.
So I'm not sure how thirsty everyone's going to be. They didn't get to play anything yet.
You can do that on Comcast Channel.
Now Coach Gibbs calls them all over. I understand Coach Matt Morgan is getting married tomorrow. Congratulations to him.
To the Penn Hills Lady Indian tennis team on their 3-2 victory over Guam. Great job, ladies.
I don't see Morgan on the sidelines. Must be at his wedding rehearsal. Tigers keep it on the ground, avoiding one man, but not the second and third. Is the Tigers' David Humphrey. He'll pick up 2 yards. Aaron Donald and Mike Airgood on the tackle.
Brought down by number 59, Aaron Donald.
Grant Hockenstein, maybe a yard.
Grant Hochstein on the carry.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Hockenstein gets a break. Papson comes in.
Brought down on play.
The way Papson's been running, you would assume that's the man who's going to get the football. Papson this way, looking for somewhere to go. Indians over pursue, and Papson rolls himself out of bounds. Close to a 1st down.
Alex Papson on the carry. Knocked out of bounds.
Taylor Adams finally knocking him out of bounds.
Taylor Adams.
So the officials rule. Papson picked up the 7 yards in the 1st down. And the Tigers moved.
Flag on the field. Illegal procedure against North Allegheny.
Tigers will be looking at a 1st and 15.
First down.
Hochstein has a hole. Hochstein has the secondary. Stumbles across the 40-yard line. Finally ridden down from behind by the Indians' Aaron Donald, but not until he gets a 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Hochstein on the carry. Brought down by number 59, Aaron Donald. First down.
Papson looking for somewhere to go, and Aaron Donald rides him down from behind, but Papson able to pick up a couple.
Papson on the carry. Brought down by Aaron
And that'll do it for quarter number 3. After 3 periods of play, the score, North Allegheny 24, Penn Hills 7. You're watching Indians football on Comcast.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, your score, North Allegheny 24, Penn Hills.
Middle of that Indian defensive line, number 54, Tyree Turner, and number 60, Tyler Swatchik. Have Adams and Donald flanking them. And Brozic sacks himself. Mark went to 38 for a loss of 6. Oh, 3rd and 14. Brozic from the shotgun. Under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, coming this way. Moultrie does the pressure, and the pass is incomplete. Would have been a dandy of a catch by Dave Slivka. But it's a 4th down for the Tigers, and I'm going to guess they're going to go for it because it's a bit close for a punt. Oh, they will bring on the punt unit. Brozic a kick from his own 50-yard line. Gets away from about the 47. Brandon Eiffel couldn't see that one. Lost it in the lights, and the Tigers down at about the 3-yard line. Kind of night it's been for the Indians. So the Indian offense a long way to go, trailing by 17. Grant Huckstein to 3/4, 140 yards on 18 carries. Indians leading rusher is Chaz Whitaker, 14 carries, 56 yards. Terrell Robinson, 13 for 53. Through the year, Chaz is 13 of 29, 130 yards, been sacked twice. Leading receiver Brandon Eiffel, 5 catches, 38 yards. Indians 7 first downs through 3/4, 130 passing yards, 74 net rushing yards. Roberson, like no gain on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Time of possession through 3/4. Indians 22 minutes and 11 seconds to the Tigers 13:49. So the Indians have the time of possession advantage. But the Tigers have 247 yards on the ground on 29 carries. Roberson again. Gets maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9. The Indians at their own 4.
Number 7, Kyle Higgins.
Brandon Eiffel and Aaron Donald, the tackle leaders so far in the game, each with 5 tackles. Mark Fracco's punted 5 times, 28-yard average. Indians take too much time. It'll be a 2-yard penalty. Marking back to the 2. So it'll be 3rd and 11.
Penn Hills.
From his end zone, the pass complete, 1st down Penn Hills. Brandon Eiffel hauls it in at the 16-yard line.
Chaz Whitaker pass complete to number 1.
Whitaker showing poise, rolling out in his own end zone, was patient in allowing Eiffel to get himself open on the crossing pattern, and Eiffel near the sideline catches it, gets the 1st down, picks up 14 yards, and the Indians get a first down. Not a lot of them in the second half here for the Indians. There were a total of 3 first downs for the Indians in half number 2. That's their 14th, 15th of the game. The Indians had 14 first downs. So the Tigers 13, now 15-13, Indians leading. Roberson with a big hole across the 20 to the marker at the 25-yard line. 9 yards for Roberson. And there's an injured Tiger. 9:19 to go, third quarter. The Indians trail by 17. North Allegheny 24, Penn Hills 7. You're watching Indians football on Comcast. Injured Tiger walks off the field, and the Indians come out of the huddle on a 2nd down and 1. Eiffel splits this way. Looks like he's in single coverage. See if the Indians go that way. Chaz steps up in the pocket, almost sacked, gets away. We'll have the first down and more. It finally goes out about the 29-yard line. Chaz doing a nice job of keeping cool under pressure. Does not take the sack and scrambles himself ahead for the first down. Tigers coming on the blitz. Whitaker throws over the middle, high for Eiffel, and a pass intercepted by Runzo. He'll go down about the 50-yard line, tackled by Eiffel, who was intended for, and the Tigers will take over with 8:29 to go. Here in quarter number 4, the ball at the midfield stripe. Pass a bit high for Eiffel, right into the arms of Runzo, who was behind him. And Eiffel simply turned around and made the tackle. Humphrey into the line. We'll pick up 3. And now the Tigers starting to bring in some clean jerseys.
Brought down by number 59, Aaron Donald.
New quarterback in, rolling to his left, Mike Buchert. We'll have a first down and more. Buchert up the sideline, penalty flags back close to the line of scrimmage. And everybody's starting to walk back this way. I think they know what the call is going to be. But Buchert did a nice job to get himself inside the 30 on the quarterback sweep. It's only 5'8", 155.
Holding against North Allegheny.
Holding call against NA.
Rookie, 2nd down.
In essence, a 12-yard penalty. That'll be 2nd down and long for the Tigers, 2nd and 19. Buchert again looking to keep it himself, looking for somewhere to go, and he's sandwiched back at the 39-yard line. Moultrie and Eric Vincent.
Number 10, Michael Buchert on the carry. Brought down by number 30, Walter Moultrie.
Tigers will lose a yard. They'll be 3rd and 20. Clock rolling, approaching 7:20 to go here, 4th quarter. Tigers 24, Indians 7. Humphrey spins, hit in the backfield, and finally, after about 4 guys miss him, goes down at the 42-yard line, and there's a penalty flag 30 yards downfield.
Number 9, David Humphrey on the carry. Brought down by number 60, Tyler Swatchik.
Tyler Swatchik on the tackle for the Indians. And the Indians, where they're walking downfield, they know this one's going to be going against them. Like Brandon Eiffel got into a tussle downfield with Steve Farringer. I think Eiffel's been ejected. So the line of scrimmage should be the North Allegheny 45-yard line. We're going to mark him at the 48. So it'll be fourth down. What do you call it? First down or fourth down? It's fourth down. And the Tigers will have to punt. John Patterson back for the Indians. Officials are watching Aaron Donald get punched and nothing called.
Rosick's kick out of bounds in the Penn Hills 14.
Kick goes out of bounds, and the Indians will have it at their own 14-yard line with 6:33 to go. Indians trail by 17. Fourth quarter action coming right back. You're watching Penn Hills football on Comcast. Roberson with a nifty run to the near side. Picks up about 7. And Indians looking at a 3rd down and 3. Aaron Donald doing a nice job of keeping his cool on that punt. He's getting punched around by David Humphrey, and he did nothing. It's right in front of the official. Official didn't make a call. You watch the films, they pulled Donald down and wrestled on the ground, laid on top of him. No holding call. Then when they got up swinging at him, again, nothing called. Malik Blakeman drops for a loss.
Brought down into that field by number 7, Kyle Higgins.
Lose about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Clock under 5.5 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Whitaker will throw under pressure. Steps up, gets the ball high downfield, intended for Moultrie. Moultrie couldn't just jump a couple inches higher to hold on to it. And that'll bring up a 4th down. The clock will stop with 5:06 to go.
Congratulations to the Penn Hills Lady Indian soccer team for their double overtime victory tonight over Plum, 2-1. Good job, ladies.
Indians will punt with 5:06 to go. Farraco back inside his own 10-yard line. Nice high booming kick for Farraco. Fair catch called for and made at the 49-yard line. 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. North Allegheny 24, Penn Hills 7, watching Indians football on Comcast. Tiger offense takes the field. And David Humphrey. Penalty flag comes down. Aaron Donald with the tackle along with the Indians' John Patterson. And there's an injured Indian, and it's
David Humphreys on the carry.
Aaron Donald comes up slow.
By number 5, John Patterson. Flag on the flag.
Patterson will lose 2 on the play, and we'll check the penalty flag. against the
Holding against North Allegheny.
Tigers for holding. In essence, a 12-yard penalty, and we'll repeat first down. Clock running, approaching 4:45. Indians stacking the line, are expecting the Tigers to run, and that they do. Humphrey has a hole into the secondary, wrapped up, thrown down from behind by Eric Vincent as he gets close to the original line of scrimmage.
Humphrey on the carry, brought down
12 yards.
83.
Gets the penalty yardage back. And the Tigers looking at a second down and 10. Quarterback Justin Mrozik back in for the Tigers. Seth Marks for the Tigers. Tackle on the play by Sean Sharkey.
Number 38, Seth Marks, the ball carrier.
Oh, no gain. It'll be third down and 10. Humphrey again. Humphrey looking for somewhere to go. Gets into the secondary. Humphrey down the sideline. Ridden out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Devon Ricketts.
Humphrey on the carry.
Not until Humphrey picks himself up a first down.
Replacement. And number 5, John Patterson.
16-yard pickup and a first down for the Tigers. Humphrey again, right up the middle, trying to jump over somebody. And he goes into the arms of Ricketts, who drops him at the 33-yard line after a pickup of 2. Tigers content to just eat clock right now, as the clock rolls under 3 minutes. Oh, the Penn Hills faithful emptying out. Tigers did not bring a lot of people with them. Humphrey again. And once again, it's Ricketts with the tackle at the 27-yard line after pickup of 6. It'll be third down and 2. Clock will roll under 2 minutes.
83, Eric Vincent.
Clock at 1:45 and running. Brozick waiting for the back judge to put up the hand. Almost 5 seconds, and there it goes. Humphrey will have the first down and more. Humphrey inside the 20. And will be pushed out of bounds by the Indians' John Patterson. At the 17-yard line. Will pick up 10 yards, does Patterson. That's a first down. 1:31 to go in the clock. The Tigers may not need to run another play. Excuse me, just take the knees as far as running the plays. That's what the Tigers are going to do. Tigers are going to take some knees. And the clock will run. Indians will not use any timeouts. They trail by 17. It was 14-7 at the half. Tigers with 2 touchdowns in quarter number 3. And the Indians offense just could not get on track in half number 2. At this point, the only thing going on is Brozik's hurting his rushing stats. And the Tigers may need to do this one more time, and the game will be over. The Indians will be on the road next week at Plum to start conference play against the Mustangs. As for the second year in a row, the Indians will go into conference play with a record of 1-3 as they drop one tonight to the North Allegheny Tigers. The Indians trailed the Tigers 7-0, tied it up on a Chaz Whitaker 2-yard run. Tigers took the lead in quarter number 2. They're up 14-7. The Indians drove down inside the 10-yard line before the first down. They went for it on a 4th and 1, were stopped instead of going for the field goal to make it 14-10. Tigers took over, ran out the clock. The Indians got the ball to start half number 2 on 3 and out. The Tigers went down, got themselves a field goal to go up by 10. Added a touchdown by Grant Hockenstein to extend the lead to 17. And that's where it stood. 10 points for the Tigers in quarter number 3. The final score, the North Allegheny Tigers 24, the Penn Hills Indians 7. Indians looking to try to get back on track next week, and they need to do it next week as starting Friday night, the games count. 1-3 non-conference record has no bearing on the playoffs. It all starts Friday night at Mustang Stadium as the Indians start conference play with the Plum Mustangs. Once again, your final score from from Uhas McGinley Stadium. The North Allegheny Tigers 24, the Penn Hills Indians 7. I'm Bill Navari. Thank you for watching Penn Hills Indians football on Comcast. See you next Friday night from Plum.